Hello, welcome to That One Word. Today we'll be continuing from the series we started last week on the topic, Who are you? To consider that topic, first of all, the question comes to mind: is there a plan for your life? Were you an accident? Were you born just because your parents were looking for a baby? Were you born by mistake? Or was there a deliberate intention for sending you to this earth? Did God deliberately send you to this earth? Or were you just a biological result of reproduction? The answer to that question is God intentionally sent you to this world. And I'll show you from Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11, where the scripture said, God speaking in that scripture, he said, "For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, said the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." Another version puts it as to give you a future and a hope. For God to think thoughts towards you, it means that before you were born, he actually had you in his mind, in his thoughts, before he brought you to the earth. And I'll show you certain examples from scripture. In Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5, scripture said, that's God speaking there, he said, talking to Jeremiah, he said, "Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations." You see, about Jeremiah, he had ordained him before he was formed in his mother's womb. By implication, before Jeremiah was formed in his mother's womb, he was already formed in the mind of God. Before you were formed in your mother's womb, you were already formed in the mind of God. You already had a destined plan in his mind before he sent you forth to the womb of your mother. Another example was Jesus. Scripture speaking about Jesus speaking in this scripture, said, "Then said I, lo, I come," in brackets, "in the volume of the book as it is written of me," close bracket, "to do thy will, O God." If you read that scripture without the bracket, he said, "Then said I, lo, I come to do thy will, O God." That bracket came in to tell us that there was a plan before he came to earth. In the volume of the book it is written of me. There was a plan that was not only in the mind of God, it had been revealed to men that had prophesied long before Jesus was born. Many years before Jesus was born. For every human being that lives on the surface of the earth, there is a plan. For every human being that God sends, he has a plan for them. God has a plan for your life. God has a plan for your life. Even if nobody prophesied about it, that doesn't mean that he didn't have a plan. There is a plan. It is left for you to discover what that plan is. And as we journey on, I trust the Lord that you will know what that divine plan for your life is. God bless you. See you next time on That One Word.